Alright guys, long time no see. Welcome back to another video. In this video we'll be going over on how to get better at Operation 1. One of my first tips on how to get better at Operation 1 is to learn the maps. I know this might sound pretty basic, but it's very much a skill that I think everybody should know, is to learn the maps. Because if you don't know the maps, how are you gonna know any of the run out spots? How are you gonna know any of the spawn peaks that people have? You don't. So also learning the maps will improve your game sense because it'll be easier for you to pinpoint the locations of the enemy players. Yeah, so that's like tip 1. Alright guys, so my second tip in Operation 1 on how to get better is to really learn your recoil, learn all the guns. Learn that different guns have different recoil, different guns have different drop-offs. Like for example, the most drop-off on a gun I ever seen was the grenade launcher, man. That drop off insane. Like learn your recoil controller, learn your angles, learn where all the cams are, learn to shut off music like that. You could do that in multiple lobbies. Learn to control your recoil. Learn the different things. Learn to break the carpet. Hold on, I have a example right here. Guys, this is what I mean by breaking the carpet and knowing your map. Hold on, without the carpet? No, you could hear me walking, but it's like, if you're not really listening in, it's very hard to hear, but this on the carpet. Much louder than so what you could do, you could melee it. You could melee the carpet with your knife or your gun. You could also, when you come upstairs, there's gonna be another example of the speakers. There's also speakers in certain rooms that will make it harder to hear. So this is what I mean. Speakers. Okay, with the speakers, this is how it sounds. Like it's gonna be a lot harder to hear someone running around with the speakers. But now, let me do this. That's completely silent. Now it's so much easier to hear me shoot, walk. That's how you know how somebody's gonna be upstairs. Yeah, so that's basically like what I really wanted to say. With the know your environment, know all the small little sound cues. And this actually leads me into my next point of wearing headphones. Yes, this game is based heavily off Siege, and one of Siege's things is that you have to wear headphones to be able to hear. And I know some of you guys don't take this game like as seriously as some other people, but if you wanna be the best, if you wanna be the best you ever been at the game, wanna be really good at this game, then you need to wear headphones. You need to listen to the sound cues. Because for example, if I was right here and I was watching behind me, right? And there was an enemy outside breaking this door, and I was right here, I wouldn't be able to hear that they broke that door. So when they jump in, they walk around and they'll see me right here and I'll die. But if I had headphones in, I was watching this door, I would hear them break in, I would hold a passive angle, I would hear them vault in, and I'll shoot them. That's also another big tip that I would love to give to everyone, is to wear your headphones. I think that's very important in this game, especially a game like this where sound is basically everything. Another tip I want to give all around is to use your utility. Because I've been in too many games where I've seen my teammates not use a single flashbang, not use a single impact nade, not use their cameras. Because even if you're on attack or defense, you have cameras. What I like to do on attack a lot of the times is I like to actually hack the defender camera so they don't have this so they don't have the intel of the camera and they can't use it anymore. And a lot of times I've seen my teammates before they come in, I don't see them flash their way in. I don't see them frag their way in. I don't see them using their utilities, even though this game heavily relies on utilities. Because what if you get flashed? Easy kill. That's also one thing. That's also another little thing. That's it for now. I'll see you guys in the next video.